Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish. Well, welcome back to Arcanum, or welcome for the first time. We've got a lot to do. First things first. Last time, we visited the halls of the Wheel Clan, and I forgot to give this fellow his toy. So just real quick, gonna pop back over there and do that because, I mean, it'd be rude. Hello, Vegan. Have you a moment? I found your, heirloom. Here it is. Really? I commend you and your bravery. The dredge is no place for the weak of heart. Thank you so much for returning this to me. Here's the helmet I promised you. No offense, but the whole affair baffles me. Why the toy wagon? Yes, I suppose I could have told you what you were looking for. This wagon has been in my family for 1,000 years. Legend says it was the first thing ever made by my great-grandfather when he was but a child. Yes, but all the danger. And you've waited so long for a toy. Is it so hard to believe? Were you expecting some ancient dwarven artifact, perhaps? Some lost piece of technology? In this world of magic and myth, is it impossible that something as simple as a toy wagon might have value? A valuable lesson, friend. Oftentimes, you find power in the most insignificant things. Good day to you. Indeed. A lesson for us all. One more quest marked off the list. Okay, can you identify something for me? Okay, already identified this. Baneful gauntlets, right. Serpentine necklace. Know what that is. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Ring. I think that's it. Yes. Gauntlets, the ring, the necklace, the robe. That should be it. Okay, we know we don't need this. Alright, Charmed Ring. Poison resistance, fire resistance, electrical resistance, and magic resistance, all +5. Definitely worth keeping. I think Virgil only has one magic ring on, so that'll be a nice upgrade for him. Now, these gauntlets. They are hexed. Ooh. Damage reduction, electrical reduction, fire, and magic reduction all doubled, but poison resistance is reduced to nothing. And you get a poison and fatigue dot. Damage over time. Okay, and the Serpentine Necklace. Poison heal rate is doubled, but bad reaction adjustment, -5. That's not necessarily that bad, because it just depends on who's wearing it. Like, for example, okay, he's got a Dorian amulet. I think he's got the Medallion of Beauty. Ring of Poison Resistance, decent gold ring. Right. Virgil, stop. Virgil. Virgil, no. Wear this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, our good doggo cannot wear anything. Wouldn't be useful for Magnus. He really doesn't need this. Beauty's not going to do anything for him. So, why don't we give him this? There we go. It doesn't matter if he has a -5 reaction adjustment because he's not talking to anybody. And then that. Actually, will that work for us? Okay, we are at Beauty 9. Beauty 9. That's what I thought. It doesn't really do anything, so... Well, that being the case, since beauty doesn't really make much difference for NPC followers, I guess we can sell that. There's no reason to keep it. 261 coins is 261 coins. Okay. Well, let's head back down here. We'll wait until morning. We will sell Lloyd those gauntlets, because bless his heart, he'll buy anything. It's like, okay, you know what? This literally can't be the whole stream. It's starting to become embarrassing for the good doctor. Or at least for me. Still have some quests to do in Tarrant, but we will come back here. Here we go. Well, we needed to come back anyway in order to get our stuff repaired. Get our stuff repaired. Whew. And we will be back again. So, if a Sunday's Best dress pops up in the shop, then we'll snatch it. Otherwise, for now, this will do. Oh goodness, you have no chance. There, move it along. Damn, that was fast enough. That even impressed me. Shit. Oh, almost got all of them. Thank you, Virgil. Ah, here we go. So, there's a camp here where there are a bunch of people dead, and this fleshy mound is still, like, kind of hanging out. Presumably, that is what killed everybody. What they were doing here, I do not know. I can't remember what all of them have. You have any cash? Cash? No? Okay, well, that's it then. Oh, he's got cash. 124. Nice. And then right here, boom. Elegant dress. There we go. Back in style. That's one of the few that always spawns in the game, so if you need one, you can come here and get it. Also this. Bit of skin thickening, emerald necklace, unidentified dagger, unidentified small armor. It's not that small, apparently. And an unidentified bow.
What is it that you want of me?
I want of you to hold this stuff for me. And actually, that's a potion, so you can carry that too. If I put this here, do I have enough? Yes, good. Honestly, yeah. It's not at all what any of us intended, I don't think. Especially because at the beginning, I was talking about how, as a magic user rather than a tech user, I so often go for a throwing weapon build because of the various advantages that, you know, come with that. And also, just because, like, some of the weapons are so good, they're quiet, they're cheap to use in terms of action points, that kind of thing. I just enjoy it. But it's like, but not this time. And then cue us over in the Ashbury Cemetery underground trying to throw grenades at those zombies and missing for literally like 45 minutes straight. So it's very funny to me that because we decided to go with like potions and stuff, especially, and not even explosives, like we just have some explosives, right? But the things we can make are stuff like acid and the hallucinite, right? And the anesthetizer, like sleep grenades and illusion grenades and stuff like that. And so because of that, weirdly, since we decided to go with a chemist and a medical doctor, we wound up having to take the throwing skill anyway for her to reach full effectiveness. So yeah, it's just kind of wrapped around. Excuse me there, madam. Just what exactly do you think you're doing in my house? Please excuse the intrusion, but I was hoping you could help me. No intrusion, my friend. You merely startled me. What can I do for you? Well, could you direct me to the elven city of Kintara? Kintara? You seek Kintara? Yes, that's what I said. Do you know where it is? It's in the forest. Even a fool knows that. I realize it's in the forest. Then why are you asking me where it is? Do you know where Kintara is located, or not? Yes. Then out with it, man. In the glimmering forest, he noticeably tries to keep from laughing. The answers when your character gets, like, kind of pissed off sometimes are funny. Where exactly in the forest is Kintara? In the trees. Please, it's urgent that I find Kintara. Why is it so important that you find it, if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't mind at all that you ask. So, why is it so important? Well, you're going to tell me or not? I said I didn't mind you asking, not that I'd tell you. Ha ha! Very good. A woman after my own heart. Kintara. Yes, I know where it is. So yes, you can tell him about the dwarves, but the way to do it is you have to give him a taste of his own medicine there. Can you tell me where it is located? Elves just don't go revealing that information at the drop of a hat, but I can sympathize with your plight. I'll show you where Kintara lies, but you must first prove your worth. And how would I go about doing that? I'm not quite sure you'd be up to the task. This is a rite of passage for young elves, a cultural tradition. Very old and very difficult. He smiles widely. I can do it. Just tell me what I need to do. You must bring me the pelt of the mystical Stillwater Giant. Only then will I entrust you with the location of the Mother City. The Stillwater Giant. What can you tell me of it? It is an ancient, mystical creature from a time before the Age of Legends, a fearsome beast reputed to have magical powers. And where might I find this Stillwater Giant? I recommend you speak with Stanley Xavier Hippington. He's the local expert on the Stillwater Giant. Okay. Stanley Xavier Hippington. That is... yeah, that should be this house. We went and visited him on our first trip to Stillwater, and he didn't have much to say. To what do I owe the pleasure of your acquaintance? Who are you? Stanley Xavier Hippington, renowned cryptozoologist at your service. Cryptozoologist? Someone who studies imaginary beasts. Most people cannot comprehend the diligence and patience required to study creatures of this type. They do not understand the long years it takes to gather authentic, verifiable evidence. But as you can see all around you, I have quite a collection of evidence.
What evidence?
I have gathered quite an extensive amount of fur samples, droppings, and full and partial footprint casts, not to mention my numerous files of people who have actually seen the beast with their own eyes.
And what can you tell me about it?
The Stillwater giant, Gigantopithecus arcanus, is an extremely primitive species of giant thought to be extinct for over 25,000 years. It was a rather strange offshoot of the Gigantopithecus genus.
Strange? In what way?
Well, besides the fact that it was extremely hirsute for a giant, it had large horns. But the most fascinating aspect of the Gigantopithecus arcanus was its ability to shapeshift.
Well, I need to capture it.
Well then, it is fortuitous for both of us that you have sought me out. Most people feel that the capturing of the Stillwater giant would be an impossibility, but I have devised a way. I have tracked it to its lair and have been searching for a big game hunter to implement my plan.
But why the need for a big game hunter? Couldn't you do it yourself?
I wish that I had the qualities necessary to effect the beast's capture, but I am only a scientist. The giant is a dangerous animal, and only the toughest and most experienced game hunters would even stand a chance against its fearsome attack.
Ooh, well, I'm afraid that rules me out. Can't we get someone else to do it?
No, we better do this ourselves, right?
Tell me what I need to do to capture it.
Excellent. I have constructed a special trap here somewhere. Here it is. Use this to trap the giant.
This is ridiculously small. How can I catch a giant with this?
That is the beauty of the plan. We take advantage of the giant's unique shape-shifting abilities. It takes an enormous amount of food to feed a creature of such enormous size, so it changes to a relatively small size to conserve its energy whenever it is in the safety of its lair.
How will I know if it's the creature if it is in its small state?
It bears a strong resemblance to a rabbit of all things. Its only distinguishing characteristic to differentiate it from your run-of-the-mill rabbit is that it is blue in color. This is a joke, right?
What will keep it from changing to its full size after it's captured?
There's a slight magical field within the trap that will retard the creature's ability to transform itself.
Then how can I get close enough to trap it without startling it?
Here is a scent that you can use to mask your smell from it. I suggest you take off any armor you're wearing and use this before approaching. You will be more silent without armor, and if you do startle it, there is a slight chance it will not see you as a threat.
I'm not stripping down to face this monster with no armor.
Practicality, honestly. It's like,
sir, I have a very high intelligence score. Where do I go to capture it?
That is the easy part of your task. I have built this house as near to its lair as I dare. Simply take the path behind it, out back, till it ends at a cave entrance. The giant resides somewhere deep in the labyrinth of tunnels within.
You have been most gracious. Let's go.
Alright. So, Mirth, the elf that we met, wants the pelt of a Stillwater giant in exchange for the location of Kintara. So here is the scent. Here's the trap. Oh boy. Okay. So, we need to... this here. There we go. Put that there. Why does it look like a chicken leg? Yes, it's great big pointy teeth.
Perhaps there are even some who call it Tim.
Look at the bones.
And there we go. Bunny. Unni. Okay, let's see.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it right away.
Is it...
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Back off. There we go. I think that will get them to... No.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Sure, I'll do it right away.
Haha! There we go. Okay, they were far enough.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Thank you, Magnus. Here we go. Still water trap. Full. Put these back down here. You know, I suppose... Let me see, can I... Oh, I've already done. I was going to say I could show off the actual Stillwater Giant. Because that makes it seem ridiculously easy. And it is, technically, but... Well, I do want you to play the game for yourself. Okay, let's take this back around this way. Not much of a task at all. We meet again. I have captured the giant, sir. Yes. Yes, I see. Excellent. Now we need authentication. Authentication? I thought you said this was it. This is it. We simply need the authentication of the scientific establishment in Tarant to legitimize it. We couldn't even hope to publish our findings without their backing. Bring it to Dr. Tristan Fenwick of the Tarant Zoological Society. He is a genius. I'm sure he'll help. I don't care about publishing. I want to see this thing transform. Are you insane? That thing would tear us both limb from limb as soon as we were to release it. Bring it to Dr. Fenwick. He will find a suitable habitat where we can watch its transformation from a safe distance. I'm off to see Dr. Fenwick, then. Come along, lads. Nothing more to do here. Just go straight through town. There we are. Now, can we... Yes, good. Back to Tarant. I completely forgot this step of the quest that he was going to send us to the Zoological Society, or I would have waited to go to Tarant and repair our equipment earlier. Save some time, but that's okay. Okay, I want to go to Tarant University. It is nighttime. Now it is no longer nighttime. Here we go, Zoological Society. Orc thieves. Hello? Hello? Oh.
Hey, what is a pasty-faced human harlot thinking she can just waltz right through our section of town without paying the piper? Cough up 25 coins, you boring sod.
Perhaps I will simply leave instead.
No, that's not the way this works at all. You see, you give us money, or we cut your throat. Simple, eh?
No. No, I shan't. They're a little dodgy. Hey, Magnus got a hit. Look at that. Oh, good boy. They were very dodgy. Some leather gloves. What do you have? Oh, he literally had a lead pipe. Don't pick that up. Now we have met Dr. Tristan Fenwick.
Oh, I say, you are the woman that survived that awful blimp crash. Awful business, really.
Yes, I need to speak with you about the Stillwater Giant.
Stillwater Giant? What about it? Please tell me it's not another crackpot theory. The only crackpot theory is worth their salt of mine, and don't you forget it. What in the name of all the gods is that smell? Smells like bear urine.
I don't know, but I've captured the giant.
I just love you practical jokers. Blue Rabbit. Nice paintwork, though.
It's the giant, not a rabbit. You know it's a shapeshifter, right?
You can't honestly believe all that guff about the Stillwater Giant, can you? Gigantopithecus arcanus. I love it. The whole thing is a hoax, young miss.
Yes, well, Dr. Hippington has extensive evidence supporting its existence.
Hippington? Oh, he's gone completely loon. Poor sod, convinced that the giant is real. His evidence is all based on a badly reconstructed skeleton comprised of giant bones mixed with ape and whoever knows what other kinds of odds and ends. He never was too bright.
He says that you are a genius.
Ha! That proves he's insane. Calling me a genius, imagine that. If I were a genius, I'd be making some real coin instead of working here.
Hoax or not, I need to find the pelt of one somehow.
The only place you'll be finding something that obviously fraudulent is over at H.D. Parnell's museum. I think they actually have a slap-together pelt of the Stillwater Giant on display.
Thank you for the advice. Good day. Inventory Tetris. Okay, that's enough for 2. Okay. Gunsmithy. Gunsmithy.
How can I help you?
Okay, and one more should do it. There we go.
How can I help you?
And it took a lot of cash, but that's fine. Alright, so there is the Stillwater Giant fake pelt. Okay. I would like to purchase the pelt of the Stillwater Giant.
Now, hold on a minute there, my good woman. The Stillwater Giant is the first big exhibit I ever displayed. It is still one of my most cherished possessions. I couldn't part with it for less than 2,000 coins.
That is a ridiculously high amount, sir.
That's the going price. An object this rare is practically priceless. 2,000 coins is a steal.
May I ask you some other questions? For example, about Gar, the human.
His jaw drops and works furiously for a minute or two before he begins to speak. What are you saying, madam?
Well, I'm saying that Tarantian law takes a dim view of human slavery.
Well, Gar may be human, but he's not a slave. I have a legally binding contract. I've treated him well in all the years he's been in my employ.
Well, the truth has never gotten in the way of a good newspaper story.
Sweating profusely, spit flying from his mouth. You wouldn't dare.
You must see how easily someone could ruin your reputation.
So you're not blackmailing me. But what can be done to protect myself from this type of slanderous attack? Could you take him with you? He's too much of a liability for me.
I would be glad to help you out.
That actually, see, you don't have to take Gar with you, but that actually boosts his attitude.
you can bribe him or kind of blackmail him for the 1,000. Splendid. Here's the key to the Stillwater Giant's display case, madam. Is there anything else? No. That's fine. Thank you. That'll do it. Oh. There we go. This is a clumsily stitched assemblage of moth-eaten bear pelts that is supposed to be from the Stillwater Giant. And there you can see the frame. Alright, let's get out of here. Dr. Fenwick said it was a rabbit, and the giant itself is a hoax.
What? He could not. I mean, he's a scientific genius. I don't understand this at all.
Hmm? He says the rabbit was painted blue, and that you are insane.
Lies. All lies. I've been duped somehow. Perhaps you switched the creature with a rabbit, huh? No, wait. I know. Dr. Fenwick has been possessed by otherworldly demons intent on my destruction. That must be it. Unless he,
Yes, I'll show myself out.
No, not demons. He wants to steal my discovery for himself. For some reason, I feel there are demons involved somehow. The giant has mind control capabilities. That's it, or,
Yes. Well, I'm not that kind of doctor. I am not qualified to handle this situation. Come back to... Oh, Lord, okay. You really gonna make me stand out in the street overnight, aren't you? Okay. You ready now? I captured the giant. Take a look.
What do you take me for, a simpleton? I'm gonna have to do better than that. As if I'd fall for this trickery.
This is the giant, but it's in its rabbit form right now.
Look, madam, you know what needs to be done. Enough of this tomfoolery. I enjoy a good ribbing as much as the next elf, but this is ridiculous. Bring me the pelt and I'll give you the information you desire.
Here, will this convince you?
A truly shocked expression flashes across his face. What?
The pelt you wanted. Here it is.
Really? And just where did you get it?
Oh. It's a long story, but I single-handedly captured and skinned one.
I find that hard to believe, madam.
Actually, I stole it.
Ha! Very good. You're a tricky one and a good sport as well. You've earned the location of Kintara. Let me show you on your map. Here's the mountain pass you'll need to take to get there.
Oh, you have my gratitude. Also my undying enmity for making me go through all of this.
These shenanigans. This shenaniganery. Go. Another quest completed. Oh, right. You know what? I forgot about this. But actually... Man, I can't believe I forgot about this, in fact. Oh, here we go. Blue bunny? Question mark? Blue bunny, level 30. What would you say is going on here? Let's find out.
Hey! I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type. I won't do this for much longer.
Oh, shut up, Magnus. Ta-da!
That's the way to show those bastards I mean,
There we go.
good hit, madam.
Come on out here in the light. There we go. The actual Stillwater Giant. It is in fact real. Was real. Authentic Stillwater Giant pelt. Doodly doo. Actually, we need to come here for this too. I forgot we did not tell her about finding Maximilian on the Isle of Despair.
I bring news of Maximilian, Liana. Oh my god, Maximilian. We never dreamed that he was still alive. Where? Where is he? He is on the Isle of Despair. I see.
There's determination in her eyes, and hope.
Thank you, my friend. My father would have been so happy. He used to talk of Maximilian endlessly, saying how Cumbria would have been even greater had he taken his rightful place on the throne. Perhaps that might still come to pass. I will go and return with the true king. I certainly hope so. Farewell, Liana.
So there we go. So that's done. I'm glad that that happened because I actually only remembered her at all because I was thinking, man, you know, after we kill Garrick Stout, we should probably tell her. Master Melee, yes.
Let's see. I have a message to deliver from Adkin Chambers.
Chambers? Now that name is familiar. Oh, I remember him now. You mean that coward who hides in Stillwater? What could that spineless weakling have to say to me?
Oh, he wants you dead. Let's just say that I agree with him.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh. Hey, hey! I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent
Oh,
fight.
shut
I
up,
won't
Magnus.
do this for much longer.
He is the master of melees. Now, there are... I was thinking that there are other ways. There we go. Right. I expected that. Need to lure some of these others. Wonder, let's see. Advance time to evening. They're going to have to go to bed at some point. Then he will be alone. Anytime is good. Okay, well... Let's see. That there. That there. This here. Do. What time is it? 10:38.
How can I help you?
Well, let's see.
That and that. Let's put this down here. Then there it is. See? You see what I'm trying to do. If you set a trap down and it goes off, something very funny that the game does, they don't know it was you. They don't know it was you and they don't get mad about it. Okay, come on. Go inside. Go away. Come on. Bro. Anytime is good. Come on. We've trained for this, y'all. Just go in and go to bed. Well, at least he stopped walking around. I know you have to be tired. You stepped in a bear trap. Okay, what time is it? Almost 11. Let me... Okay, another hour. Okay.
What is it that you want of me?
No. I don't want anything of you. There he goes. He goes into the castle, I think? No, okay. It's alright.
Hey, I don't understand why we're attacking such...
Shut up, Magnus. Da 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 da. Oh, okay. That's what was happening. I was trying to figure it out. Do. Anything else? Not here. Okay. Okay, now. Da. Let's see if that should hopefully... There we go. We're not attracting anybody else yet. Oh, well, there comes some. No, guys, get out of there. Oh, God, no. That's not gonna... This might not work. Oh. Oh. Good. He has evil alignment at least, so all gonna come out here? Dang it, I didn't want to kill all of them. Especially that... Oh, here we go. Oh, over here. Hurry. Hurry.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Oh my god. There we go. Oh, just barely missed blowing Magnus up with that dynamite. Oh, why are you like this? What did you... Oh. Oh, right. It's probably because of all these books I have you carrying. Anyway, there's Garrick's eyeballs. I really didn't intend to kill these other guys, but I mean, they came out and joined in, so it is what it is. They didn't have to back him up. That's a decision they made. Scroll of Disperse Magic. Strong Poison. Yes, Pig Face Basset. A Flamberge. Metal Boots. Basic Plate Mail. Nothing we really need. Hello, good evening.
Yes, anything wrong?
No, I just wanted to know what was going on.
Oh, not much.
Oh, thank you. You've been most gracious. Farewell. There we go. So, the reason he keeps objecting is because some of these people, they have good alignment. And you can see our alignment dipped a little bit from 199 because we killed those guards. And even though they went hostile because of Garrick's Stout, they still counted as good aligned. So that's why our own alignment dipped a little bit. He, on the other hand, has an evil alignment. So I was trying to find some way to provoke him, and they were just too close. But at least it didn't get everybody. There are certainly other guards in here who did not come join the fight. Oh, excuse? Hello? Oh, Lord. Oh, well. What? Where even are you? Who is being hostile? Whomst? Huh. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't worry about them. Okay, let's advance time to morning. See, and it's not going to affect anybody else's attitudes. It's just an easier fight, and you worry less about, like, alignment and stuff, if, you don't have to get the other guards involved. Did we buy any? Oh, we didn't really pick up anything except for that.
What is it that you want of me?
Here, you take these. Got a fate point. That was not for killing Garrett Stout. I don't think that's for telling Liana about Maximilian. There we go. Would you be interested in the real pelt of the Stillwater Giant?
The real giant?
That's damn amusing. It wouldn't be advisable to try to beat me in my own game. I can spot a fraud from a mile away. I assure you, it is authentic. Let me see that.
By the gods. This is real. I'll give you 2,000 coins for it.
Oh, you'll give me much more than that.
I disagree, though it is a moot point at best. I could only spare 2,000 coins for it, and that is my final offer.
Well, that's too bad. So yes, basically you can sell him the real pelt to make back what you spent on the fake pelt. Oop. All right.
Stupendous. This will be a great boon to my museum business. I don't care. I just want it out of here. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. There. All done. Okay, now let's get out of here. Sold that scroll, got rid of the pelt. I did. That was just to raise his attitude towards us, to try and get a better deal. We don't actually need Gar. He's not an uninteresting companion, especially since he's voiced, unlike poor Sog over here, for example, but no, we're holding out for someone else. I'm holding out for a hero, etc., etc. Yes, we can have 4 followers, so we do currently have room for another one. Why did I come back here? Oh, right. Adkin Chambers. It's like, I'm going to Kintara. No, not yet, you're not. Go. I have the eyes of Sir Garrick Stout, removed with surgical precision. And he jumps all the way up to 80. Ha ha! Yes. Yes, I knew you were capable. Let me have them. Yes, here, take them. Begins speaking to the eyes. I knew I would have retribution. Now you have paid for your crimes. Vengeance is mine. He gleefully crushes the eyes in his clenched fists, laughing all the while. Mr. Chambers, I have my training now. Yes, madam. Anything you wish for ridding the world of that vile creature. In killing Stout, you have proven your capability in our art. Well, actually, I use the power of technology. Never mind, go ahead. Allow me to bestow upon you the title of Dodge Master. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I must dispatch you. There can be but one master. No. You can do that, but that would be super rude. Thank you. I will continue my adventures. I am perfectly okay with the occasional assassination as long as they are of evil alignment. Those out of our inventory. Oh, that's the most room we've had in there for a while. Okay. There we go. Only a couple of open quests now. Do have to go back to Tarrant for some of these. But only 3 main, or 1 main story quest. And there we go. Dodge Master of Arcanum. Excellent. So we have done that. Check that off. Boom. Now, this elf place. My path is not blocked. Thank you very much. There we go. You're blocked. Blocked, unfollowed, reported. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's go fly a kite. Hate those things. Arcanum's equivalent of goblins, I suppose. Here we are. Hello. Greetings, Outlander. Welcome to the elven city of Kintara. Greetings to you. I won't say this again, human. You are welcome to walk the Tree City. If you cause any trouble here, you will be punished to the full extent of elven law. His hand moves to the hilt of his sword. Your kind has taken much from us already. You may pass. There we go.
Check it out. The Elven City of Kintara. Sog, please come over here. Awesome. Happy to meet you, and who might you be? My name is Swift. You're an adventurer, are you not? Yes, as a matter of fact, I suppose I am at this point. Been adventuring for almost as long as I've been a doctor. Doesn't feel like it, but there you are. Pray tell, have you ever been to that fabulous city known as Tarant? I have visited there. I just came from there, in fact. You might still be able to smell it. Would you be interested in a job as a guide? Well, what did you have in mind? I will pay you 300 coins to bring me safely to Tarant. I just got here. Why do you want to go there? Everyone goes there. I'm tired of this forest. I need some adventure, excitement. Will you take me? Fine. Ooh, I get to go to Tarant. I'm so excited. It's leaping up and down and then hugs you. How old are you, actually? I'm 150 years old. Why? Isn't that a little young for an elf to be out on her own? What are you trying to say? I'm mature enough to make my own decisions. That's open to debate. She starts to cry. Why are you being so mean to me? I'm not being mean, simply realistic. I can't take you. I don't like you, leave me alone. Right. So that's Swift. Love the architecture here. It's a beautiful place. One of the prettiest places in the game, for sure. Oh, hello. Virgil? Oh, Virgil. Oh, first try. Very nice. Be gay, do crimes. Okay, where else? Okay. Right. Okay, that should be way to the Silver Lady. Oh, greetings, maiden. Might I ask your name? But of course. I am known as Colin Driel in the Elven tongue. However, you may call me Fawn. Oh, a pleasure, Fawn. What is it you do here? Oh, forgive me for not telling you before. I'm accustomed to everyone knowing my position. I am the Master Healer. I'm here to help all of those in need of restoration. Yep, she's going to be important to us later. Ooh. What a great pleasure to have met you, wonderful lady. Could I ask a favor? Oh, yes. What is it you require, Doctor? I would like to be trained as Master Healer. Oh, you seem to be pure of heart, Doctor, which is necessary to become a Master Healer. Yet you are lacking in training. Before I can make you a master, you need to study hard and become an expert at the healing art. Return to me when you've completed your studies. Yes, indeed. What can we buy from her, though? She sells armor, weirdly. And fated rings. Lots of magical potions. That part at least makes sense. So we will come back to Fawn. Oh, hello, madam. Might I ask who you are? Elven woman smiles, although still very beautiful. Her eyes betray a great age and wisdom, as well as the lively spark of retained youth. Of course. In your tongue, I am called Whisper. Might I ask who you are, madam? Yes, of course. I am Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. It's a pleasure to meet you, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. What brings you to Kintara? Actually, that's a long story. So, all of your adventures started when you walked from the wreckage of that, what did you call it? A blimp? Yes. She smiles warmly, taking your hand in hers. That is quite a tale, and I appreciate your trusting me with it. I'd like to give you something as well, perhaps to aid you in the coming days.
Oh, she hands us a small gem.
It might help you to, well, become a little less conspicuous.
Thank you.
What do you do here in Kintara, Whisper? I suppose you could call me,
she leans in to whisper,
a scientist. Shh. Oh, if anyone here heard me say that, I'd be thrown to the forest floor. A scientist? What is it that you're studying, Whisper? Well, I'm studying the local wildlife. There are many strange and magical creatures in the Glimmering Forest, and no one has really taken the time to catalogue them all, study their unique characteristics. I am doing so. What creatures are you studying right now? Right now, I'm cataloguing all of the different types of will-o-wisps, according to their particular essence. I'm almost finished, but can't seem to gather a sample from the rare volar wisp. What do you mean by essence? Some will-o-wisps, when they die, leave behind what is known as their essence. It's a physical manifestation of their magical properties. Sometimes it is used in magical potions and poisons. We have an apothecary here in Kintara, Mr. Sharp, who specializes in those sorts of things. And what is this Volar's Wisp? A Volar's Wisp is a special kind of will-o-wisp, very rare, typically hostile. You can tell them by their blue hue. Will-o'-the-wisps come in all colors, but only Volar's Wisp is blue. I've had the most difficult time finding one and gathering its essence. I see. Perhaps I could be of assistance? Yes, perhaps you could at that. I've been very busy here and haven't been able to go out wisp hunting. If you were to bring me some essence of Volar's Wisp, I could offer you a magical scroll. Would you be interested in something like that? No, but my friend would be. That's wonderful. If you travel within the Glimmering Forest long enough, you should run across a Volar's Wisp. Good luck to you, my friend.
Another side quest. We love those. And here's our magic gem. We're starting to build a collection of mysterious gems. Yes, okay. Volar's Wisp. We will find one of those eventually. As she said, if we wander around in the forest long enough, it'll happen. I bid you welcome.
Hello, good elf. Might I ask who you are?
As with most elves, I have a very long name, but in your tongue, I am called Element.
A pleasure, Element. Might I ask what you do here in Kintara?
I am a craftsman, madam. I work with wood and metal to create objects of magic, weapons and talismans, the occasional piece of decorative jewelry. We all play our part here in Kintara, and that is mine.
I can see where you get wood, but where do you get metal?
Well, I've many suppliers. We trade often in Stillwater when the need arises, but just lately I've run out of mithril. If you know anything about the metal, you know that it's rare. I'm having trouble finding a new source, and many of my objects are incomplete without it.
Oh, interesting. I just happen to have some mithril right here. It's almost like I knew this was coming.
Really? The only place I know to obtain mithril is in the caves of the Wheel Clan. Well done. I'm offering a magical bow in trade if you're willing to part with it.
Surely, here you go.
Impressive, my friend. The dwarves of the Wheel Clan are reclusive at best. You must be quite an individual to have gained their trust. Here, take this bow in payment. You're welcome in my shop any time. Do I have room for it? No, that's what I thought. There we go. Element's bow. Critical hit plus 50 against animals, 20 speed. It's actually pretty solid, especially if you're a magic user. Completed that quest instantly. Okay, what else you got? Nothing. So this is, see, like, this is the same thing, basically, right? 1 to 10, 2 to 5, 50 animals versus animals, range 15, speed 10.
This is just twice as fast, which is very good. So, Elven Spring Water. I think we need that for something, maybe. I don't know.
What is it that you want of me?
Hold this. Oh. Actually, you know what? There. You don't need all of those. And what was I about to give you? Oh, there we go. Elven Spring Water. There we go. Hello. Happy to meet you. She's standing in front of her locked vase. Oh. Gesundheit. I'm pretty sure we dealt with this. There we go. Relocked itself. Interesting. There. Don't say we never gave you nothing. Ahem. Can I help you, ma'am? Hello, sir. Might I ask your name? My name is Mr. Wind, Master of the Hunt. It's a pleasure to meet you. Looks at the sky and seems somewhat distracted. The pleasure is mine. You said you are Master of the Hunt. We have a group of hunters who supply Kintara with food and other supplies. I am their commander. I see. Are there a lot of hunters here in Kintara? No. We are a small community here. We never have need for more than 3 or 4 hunters at any given time. Do you happen to know the hour? Certainly. Let me check my technological pocket watch. I'm very worried. There's a hunter who left here yesterday and hasn't returned. Normally I'd not be concerned, but he was hunting in the forest near the dark fens. There are strange things in those swamps. Worrisome. Could I be of help? Would you? I need to go on another hunt, but I could tell you where he was hunting, and you could travel there. I'm sure it's nothing, but I get worried about my hunters. If you could see to it that he's safely on his way back home, I could offer you some elven chainmail. Ooh, done. Thank you so much. I can mark your map with the general area where he was hunting. Good luck to you. Indeed. Now, it feels kind of like that one is, like, time-sensitive, and it's actually not. No big deal. At least as far as I know. If it is time-sensitive, it's got a very generous time limit. Because I have never run out that particular clock. Here we go. Get out of my house, fool. Do you have some sort of problem I could help you with? Oh, one of those, eh? Wrath doesn't need some imbecile adventurer mucking around in his business. Leave me be before I'm forced to smite you, fool. Your name is Wrath. That is fitting, somehow. How many times must I ask you to leave me be? 4. His face begins to turn red. Leave my house now.
Hey,
no.
I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type.
Because it's funny, Magnus. Because it is funny. Good lord, have a sense of humor. So, Wrath, actually, do you need to go back up here and talk to him? Wrath is an asshole, in case you didn't notice, under your own powers of perception. Smite me. You can't be serious.
Hey, I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type.
He's not decent, oh my god. Shut Magnus.
I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type. I won't do this for much longer.
You'll do it as long as I tell you to, and like it. Okay, we don't have the quest yet, I guess. He is such a big asshole that he actually plays into a side quest. He wants you to assassinate somebody or something, if I remember correctly. Someone who doesn't deserve it. Ah, here we go. What can I help you with? I'm surprised to see a dwarf here. Oh, this is my home. What do you wish of me? So, well, what's a dwarf doing in Kintara? What better place to train in the ways of magic? Tula, perhaps? The legendary city of mages? I would have had even less of a chance of acceptance there. It's a bit unusual, isn't it, you being a mage and all that? I've been drawn towards magic for my entire life. Unlike most dwarves, I had no affinity for things of a technological nature. Oh, so that's why you live here? I'm under a tutorial agreement to my teacher, Wrath. I'm unable to leave until my contract is finished. There we go. You sound as if you want to leave now. Cannot take living with these elves. I thought my magical bent would make me akin to them somehow, but that's not the case. I need to find a release from my servitude before I go mad. Do you dislike elves that much? Oh, you must accept my apology for my outburst. I do not think dwarves are superior to elves. It's simply the fact that dwarves and elves are too different to live together, that's all. How long is your contract for? The contract runs until the end of Wrath's life. In exchange for training in the magical arts, I agreed to serve him, but that bitter old elf could last another 2, possibly 300 years. Why did you agree to such an interminable length of service? No elf wanted to take a dwarf as an apprentice. It was the best offer I could get. It wasn't bad at first, when Wrath was simply surly. Over the past 50 years or so, he's become increasingly bitter and difficult to work for. I do not know what I'll do if I can't convince him to release me soon. Why don't you just leave? I would never dishonor myself so. The only thing that can release me besides his death is his word. Perhaps I could convince him to release you. Thank you for the offer, but your interference would only serve to anger him, which would lead to greater torment for myself at his hands. If you're certain, I suppose I'll be on my way then. Okay, now I think perhaps we can do the thingy thing. I should have gone south first. Uh-oh. You see the dead body of Wrath, Yormund's mentor. There seems to be no sign of violence or a struggle. Ah, but this empty wineglass has a strange, pungent odor. What in the world could possibly have happened here? Ah, here we go. What business do you have here? Yormund is under arrest for murder. You believe he killed Wrath? Who else could have done it? Elves like us don't kill each other. Besides yourself, he was the only other outsider in Kintara when the murder occurred. Elves like us? Are there other types of elves? No, there are not. You must have misunderstood my meaning. Are you saying there's no murder among elves like you? Not in my lifetime, there hasn't been. It just doesn't happen. Elves aren't like the other races. I'm sure you believe that too. Evidence is right in front of your eyes. Look at this peaceful village. Except for the murder. Exactly. We never should have let a dwarf live among us. I think you are predisposed to believe he is the murderer. Of course we are. Why shouldn't we be? Dwarves are a violent, primitive race. How anyone could live in the ground is beyond me. I think the facts should be considered and not personal feelings.
Oh, I see. An idealist. Well, the facts are this. An elf is dead, a dwarf hated him. I do not need any other facts than that.
I hope to prove you wrong. Tell me, how was Wrath killed?
We haven't determined that as of yet. At this point, all we know is that we can find no evidence of any injuries from weapons.
What about magic? Quench life would have done the trick.
No. We of Kintara are acutely attuned to the flows. If any dark necromancy had been used, we would have felt it.
No weapons or magic. That leaves poison, right?
Not at liberty to discuss any more of this case with you. I've revealed too much already, I fear.
May I be allowed to go in and speak with him at least?
Sure, go on in, but don't try anything. I'll be listening out here. Well, it's a good thing Dr. Unni is on the case, because it just so happens we know all about poisons.
You've returned. I do not believe you are guilty of killing Wrath.
Why do you say that?
He was not killed with magic or a weapon. That leaves poison.
There's only one apothecary, Sharp, in Kintara. If the poison was bought here, he'd have been the one to sell it. I need to speak with him somehow. Since I'm confined to my house, I need someone to help clear my name. Are you interested in helping me out?
Sure, I'll give it a go.
I'll give you my prized Staff of Zoranth for your help, madam.
I have no use for things of magic.
The Staff of Zoranth could fetch quite a substantial price on the open market for you.
Fine.
Okay, new quest. Got to find Wrath's killer. Who could it be? I don't think we've actually met Sharp yet. Met Whisper, Fawn, Wind, Element. Where is he? I do not remember. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we've done all the accent that needs to be done. Ah, here we go. Right.
Good day to you, madam. I'm looking for Sharp.
Sharp was called out of the village suddenly. I'm his wife. Can I help you with anything?
I needed to ask him about a poison.
Show her the wine glass.
Yes, I recognize it. Very distinctive odor. Do you sell that type of poison here?
Yes, we do. I don't know if we have any at the moment, though.
The poison in that glass killed Wrath.
Did you know him?
Wrath is dead. By the gods. What can you tell me about him?
We had a history. The three of us were friends long ago, but he became angry when Sharp and I began living together. Who killed him? That dwarven student of his.
Why do all of you elves immediately assume it was a dwarf?
You're right.
I shouldn't assume anything. I didn't even know the lad. The being under Wrath's yoke could drive anyone to murder. What did Wrath do to make you dislike him so? He started spreading hatred and lies about Sharp and myself, said it was offensive and damaging to the village for us to carry on like humans, as he put it. He felt you were violating elven customs? I believe that he was actually jealous. Sharp and him fought often in later years.
Oh, for defense. To shoot intruders in the forest. Why else? It's for the home guard.
Did Sharp hate Wrath enough to kill him?
It was the other way around, actually. I think Wrath became a bit unbalanced. Of course, we all know that elves do not have it in them to wantonly murder each other over things like jealousy.
Anyone can be pushed to murder given the right circumstances. Perhaps those of your race can be pushed to murder, but elves are above such things. No one is above such things, not even elves.
Oh, you're finished speaking when I say you
don't
are.
understand why we're attacking such a...
Click the wrong conversation option. Da-ba-ba-da-doo. You're supposed to ask him whether Sharp could have poisoned him. My bad. Now I gotta walk all the way back over here. Go. Okay. Interested in trading? Okay, doesn't have anything. I didn't do that last time either. Looking for Sharp. Do you sell that? Why do you assume it was a dwarf? Okay.
Could Sharp have poisoned Wrath to protect you? If he had felt I was in danger, I believe he would do anything to protect me, even sacrifice himself. But as I said, elves would never even think of killing one another. We take a wider view of things, as you know. This life is only one that elves exist in. When we die, we go to another level. So what purpose would murder serve? But you yourself said that Wrath was unbalanced. This is disturbing me. I don't wish to speak about it anymore. Is your distress because you know Sharp is guilty?
Oh. Is it the other one? Do 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 do. Here we go.
Murder isn't a logical act. It's usually governed by violent emotion.
Okay, so that is it, I guess. Okay, he doesn't have anything else to say. I love that he sells all this magic stuff and then randomly bullets. Because you have to be able to get ammo. Wherever. So you'll notice here... I'll load it and go through it again. You will notice here... And so right here, you have to choose one of these. You yourself said that Wrath was unbalanced. This is disturbing me. I don't wish to speak about it anymore. So you have to choose one of those.
I only have a few more questions, if I may.
Okay, so that is it. So you have to choose one of those. And, like, basically, I don't think that there's any way to get out of this without... without upsetting her. That might be the best we can do. And now, Sharp is missing. I do not... Sharp is not here. I think we have to go out and find him. Do you know anything about it? No. Wisp essence. Right, yeah, I think that maybe we have to leave. It's not in there. We may need to go back and talk to Yormund. Let's see here.
I believe I know who killed Wrath.
Oh, who would that be?
Sharp. Wrath and Sharp were in love with the same woman. Yes, yes, I know all about that weirdness, but as I have already explained to you, elves just don't kill each other. You'll have to bring me some proof for me to believe your foolhardy accusations. I see. Goodbye. Yep. So we do have this, but we have to find more. I'm trying to remember this quest. Can you get through it without leaving town? Is there anything else in here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, so I think we're going to have to go outside. Alright, well then we will continue that next time. But first, I want to wrap this up. Here, we picked up so many side quests. We get to explore the western side here. We've not been over the mountains, except briefly. Ah, here we go.
Hello. How can I help you?
I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met.
No, you're correct. We've never met.
This elven woman looks at you evenly. Her skin is light, almost translucent, with hair of dark crimson, almost black. She is beautiful, but very severe. Okay. What is your name, madam?
My name is very old and very long. Perhaps it would be best if you simply called me Raven.
Interesting. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly. How can I help you?
I need to speak with the Silver Lady.
The Silver Lady? Oh, you mean my mother. That's quite a request, and one not so easily granted.
Believe me, Raven. She's going to want to speak with me.
And believe me when I tell you that no one sees my mother until I see it as necessary. She may be our queen, but I oversee the daily matters here in Kintara.
I see. How can I convince you of the urgency of my quest?
You'll have your chance. Forgive me if I seem a little abrupt, but I've many things on my mind today, and there's much to be done. Once I've taken care of some of the more pressing matters, I'll talk with you about your needs.
I understand. Perhaps I could be of your service.
It's possible. You are human, and one of our problems does concern humans. No offense, but your race is a mystery to me.
Oh, none taken. What seems to be the problem?
There is a group of humans camped about a day's journey from here. We know not what they want, but where humans go, trouble usually follows.
And what would you like me to do?
The place they are camped at is called Falcon's Egg, and it is considered a holy place for the elves of Kintara. We would like you to find out why the humans are there and remove them.
I have a few questions.
Of course. What would you like to know?
How do I get to Falcon's Egg?
It's not far from here. I'll mark your map with the location. Of course.
Okay.
What would you like to know?
Falcon's Egg. What sort of place is it?
Falcon's Egg, as I told you, is elven holy ground. Many years ago there was an elven queen, and her name was Falcon. She was out hunting one day and with her bow shot a stag. When she had caught up with it, it was lying next to a pool of water, slowly bleeding from a wound in its side. The stag spoke to her, and within it were the spirits of the elves who had become the soul of the stag, and with her arrow she had pierced both it and them. And they were both sad and afraid, as the stag's life was their own, and when it died, so would they.
And what did Falcon do?
She could do nothing. She sat with the stag's head in her arms, sang its stories, and washed its wound with her tears. And the ache in her heart grew as the old elven voices faded, grew so much that when they finally passed, she passed with them.
That is indeed a sad story.
Of course. What would you like to know?
These humans, how should they be removed?
It doesn't matter to me how you remove them, but you must understand this. Under no circumstances are you to shed blood on that ground. The spirits there exact their price, and you do not want to pay it. Do you understand? Do not raise your hand against another.
All clear.
Of course. What would you like to know?
I'll take the job.
Splendid. Are you sure you understand what needs to be done? There are a few things that are very important that you know.
Which we have already discussed.
Good. I thank you for your help, and good luck to you. I'll await your return.
Okay, so that's our next big plot point. We've got to go to Falcon's Ache. But we have picked up a number of side quests. We're going to have to leave Kentara to solve pretty much all of them. But that's okay, because that just means that we get to explore on this side of the mountains. Like I said, we haven't been here before, except in passing to get Azram's Star so we could become a throwing master, and then to go and grab our upgraded weapon from the old blind master and get the aerial decapitator, which has turned out to be quite handy. So the tasks are stacking up. We've got plenty to do when we come back next time. I will return with more Arcanum next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. And between now and then, of course, don't forget, we have another special coming up on Monday, another seasonal special starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be streaming all day. You definitely want to drop in for that. I hope it's going to be fun. And then Thursday, I'll be back with more Pokemon Crystal. We cleared a lot of milestones in that one last time, too, so there's a lot of progress waiting to be made. I'm very excited. We finally have a full team of Pokemon that are legal for our challenge run, where we cannot use any Pokemon that have evolutions. So, exciting to see that pick up. Then, the following Monday, I will be back along with Specific Pixel with more Baroque, since we're going to be missing that this Monday for the special, and the one after that, I'll have more Wasteland 2 for you. So be sure to follow and subscribe and pledge to our Patreon or follow for free and, you know, all that kind of stuff. All the stuff. Do the things. Yeah. I hope you had a good time tonight with the continuing adventures of Dr. Unni Esquire and the curious cases thereof. I am grateful for the privilege of your time, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, as always, thank you so much for playing.